Check, check, check. 1, 2, check. I hear thunder outside, and it is almost 6 p.m., 1800 hours Eastern in Miami, Florida. And welcome everybody to another live chat here from my home studio in Miami. Today we might have a little bit of a hard stop at around 7 p.m. because tonight I'm actually singing somewhere. I'm playing, and that's why you don't see the keyboard that is usually here because it is already uh, down there because I'm gonna take it. I'm playing at the Magic City Casino here in Miami, so so that's gonna be later today. I haven't played at a public place in a very long time, so I'm kind of nervous. It's been at least a year. So happy Friday, everybody! Happy May the 3rd, or almost Cinco de Mayo. It's only Tres de Mayo. Tomorrow is May the 4th. Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you. And then Sunday, Cinco de Mayo. Let me know if you have any tequila drinking plans. And here we have Lucky Duck Productions. Happy Friday. Scott Muscle. And hello there. From rainy Ohio, John P. Oh, it's rainy Miami too. And if you follow me on Instagram, you saw that this morning I was doing my morning run, and it rained torrentially for like 5 minutes. Exactly at the moment when I was far enough from home that, that I couldn't return. And I covered myself under a tree, but the tree was no help. It was one of these trees with very thin leaves, so no good. Scott, hey, hello. It is what time? Well, it is 1800 hours, 6 p.m. Eastern, 6:01 almost, which means it's 3 p.m. Pacific. And I believe it should be 2200 UTC. And I should know because I just passed my commercial drone pilot exam. So I'm now certified Part 107. I can legally make money while I fly my drone, so that's a good thing. I had to learn a lot of stuff, but I still have some retention in this old brain, believe it or not. So I'm rambling a little bit here, but Don Flores from South Louisiana, hello there, and AJ Osmani and Sharon Preston, hello Sharon Preston. We finally made it home to Florida. All right, that was a long trip and a great trip. I might add. Trish 4112, my grandson Sean and I are watching from Tampa. Tampa, cool. I'm gonna go to Tampa probably in January for the Tampa RV show. That's the plan anyway. So greetings to all of you from Tampa. Dizzy Lizard, yay! And yay, I'm washing walls in an empty house, and now I have some company. Cool. And Scray from Miramar, Florida. What time are you playing at Magic City? We begin at 9 p.m. and 11 p.m. in UK, so it's 2300 UTC there. Hello from San Diego, California. One of you know, I've been going to California, and I always forget that San Diego is there, so I haven't visited San Diego. Maybe I will on this upcoming trip, the summer trip. What's Tres de Mayo? Well, if Cinco de Mayo is May the 5th, right? Tres de Mayo is May the 3rd. You know, it's yeah, I know. And Alfonso Eduardo Garcia Ramirez from Mexico City. Hello there. And I do believe Cinco de Mayo is not really celebrated in Mexico, so it's an American thing. Really, it's an excuse for us for us Americans to drink tequila, right? Or Tecate, or Coronas. So yeah. And Lizzie Rose from Orange County, New York. Didn't know there was an Orange County, New York. I know there's an Orange County in Florida, and I know there was an Orange County in California, but I didn't know Orange County, New York. Greetings. And D. Brown from Hibbing, Minnesota, where Bob Dylan played on the stage in high school. Oh, cool. Didn't know that. Good luck on your singing gig. You have a great voice. Thank you. And I haven't really sung at a. This is a rough gig because it is 4 hours. And yeah, we take breaks, but yeah, this would be a test because I haven't really done one of these difficult gigs in over a year for sure. It reminds me of when I used to play at Bayside Marketplace here in Miami. Those were fun, but it was rough, man. It was 4 hours, and sometimes it rained. Many times it rained. Hi Robert, could you please wish Lane happy 10th birthday? Thank you. Happy birthday, dear Lane. Happy birthday to you. And AJ Osmani, enjoy your videos. Travel through you. Thank you so much. From Dallas, Texas, Henry and the Miami RVers. Mike Ashford, Miami RVers are the most dedicated. Anything so far, check out Ultimate Campground app. Really? Nomadic Drifter, I cannot find the link for your stickers. I see your shirts. FreeMyRV.com should work. It doesn't work all the time. But if let me check. Actually, yeah, Free My RV will forward most of the time to my merchandise page, and I really have to change that video on the top right. That's an older one, but it's as you can see up here, it's travelingrobert.com/stickers, and there's the double CD if you live in the US or Canada, or if you live somewhere else. That's the second link. Add to cart. The Death Valley special. I have about 5 Death Valley specials left. These are $8. I didn't put the price there, but you can add to cart. You can go to CD Baby to download the music digitally. Yeah, the sticker is all the way down here hidden, but there's the sticker. You can add to cart, and then the apparel store, which I'm gonna be adding at some point, like bathing suits and hats and all that good stuff in good time. You know, it's a one-man show here, so sometimes I don't have time to. Sometimes I forget too. I mean, it's a matter of time management and this little brain of mine that, sometimes if I don't write it down, poof, I forget it. Susprang. I've been to Higgins Lake when I went to my cousin's cabin, Traverse City, beautiful area. Hugh Hefner. Wasn't Hugh Hefner the Playboy guy too? CLT, hello Robert and the Pelican Heads. My son Anthony is here watching as well and says hi. Hi Anthony and CLT. Rocio Peña from Mexico City. Hello there, Insane Travels. Oh, this is going too fast now. Angel Roos from Naples, Florida. Hello there. Please help us. When would be the best time of the year to go to Arizona? Not now. I would go anytime, probably from any time in December through March, I guess. But January is a great time to visit Arizona. Not this year because it rained a lot, but usually it doesn't rain and usually it's very nice. By the way, before you ask, this is the once again I'm drinking North High, Stardust Imperial IPA from North High Brewing Company from Ohio, and doesn't know that lettering. That looks a lot like the Star Trek or the Star. Oh, never mind. This camera doesn't want to focus today. I don't know why. But it is Friday, so we're gonna do a little bit of IPA here. Just one because I've never been able to sing well after beer. Usually my singing beverage of choice is Scotch, and I don't have any Scotch in the house, so I'm just we'll see. Hey, Barry Bluth, hello from Key Largo. Yes, the Moonlight Inn. Beautiful place there in Key Largo. Hugh Hefner is my given name. Boy, has that been interesting my entire life. Well, what can you do, right? It's one of those things. KMR, love the Disney shirt. Do you get your lovely wife the Minnie Mouse ears? Well, no, not really. And I bought the shirt basically because established in 1971, and I myself was also established in 1971, so I thought it would be appropriate. And I am the original. Anyway, you know what I mean. Steve Hefner, hey Robert, just got back from Fort Lauderdale, Coral Gables, Key West, Homestead. We definitely kept our eyes out for you and definitely listen to your music traveling the overseas highway. Well, Key West, Kanye West, so. Salud, everybody. That's good. You know, we haven't been, besides last weekend that we went to Disney World, we haven't really been doing much lately. We haven't been going out much, but we will soon. Hialeah, hello there. Seguimos sus videos, no más TV. Recuerda llevar café cubano en your RV. Oh yeah, especially when I go somewhere. Although nowadays you can find decent espresso pretty much anywhere. But I always travel with at least 4 packages of Bustelo or Pilon, just in case. Especially, the next time I travel to a place like Finland, for example, I'm gonna take my cafe and my cafetera because they have great coffee, but it's not Cuban coffee, and it's hard to find espresso sometimes up there. Fun fact. RJM, hey Robert, this is Robert, your northern neighbor from Daytona. Love your traveling blog. How was Fort Wilderness and Epcot? Well, we didn't go to Epcot. We did actually Fort Wilderness. If you are a Disney super fan, cover your ears. I was not impressed at all with Fort Wilderness. Maybe it was the site that I got. Maybe it was the cast members that I got to interact with. Maybe it was my bad luck. But I've stayed at better KOAs and even Thousand Trails. So no, and for a much better price. So, but the rest of Disney was amazing. We did hotel hopping. So we went to the Wilderness Resort, the new one. We went to the Contemporary. We went to the Grand Floridian, the Polynesian. First we did that. The Seven Seas Lagoon area. Then we went to Disney Springs. We went to the Port Orleans resort. Very nice. I was pleasantly surprised. If I go back to Disney, I'm gonna stay at the Port Orleans resort. Everybody was very nice, and the vibe, was really really great. And then we ended the day at the Animal Kingdom resort, and that's a great place because you have like this, like the Serengeti Plains. If you could stay at one of those rooms with a balcony, that I haven't even checked the price because I know it's gonna be outrageously expensive, unaffordable. But you have like giraffes and zebras, walking around in front of your balcony. It's really, really cool. InsaneTravelDeals.com. Thank you so much for that super chat. Really appreciate it. Are the tolls on the Florida Turnpike expensive? I don't really want to talk about it, man. It's pretty bad. I don't know. I haven't checked the SunPass bill for this month, but with my 4 axles, and I took the turnpike back and forth, and on the way back I wanted to take I-95, and they decided to close I-95. No, they didn't decide to close. There was an accident, so I have to turn back and go back to the turnpike. So yeah, but yeah, it is pretty expensive. Florida Chris, do you post your travel plans ahead of time so people would like to meet up with you someplace? I usually do. I usually either say so here in the live chats, or I'll post something on Instagram, and of course, if you're a patron or a member, those they get live updates from the road every other day, so they know pretty much where I am. And since sometimes I don't have a set plan. Like on this last trip that I made, I knew I wanted to go to the RTR, but after the RTR, everything was like 2 days ahead of. We knew the general area where we wanted to be, but we didn't make any plans set in stone. And in fact, I had to cut the trip a little short because of weather, So so definitely, and very soon I'm gonna post. Or maybe today, I can do it a little later after I read some more of the other comments. If that's something you would like me to do, I'll tell you more or less roughly my plan, my travel plan for this June, July, August, and probably September. And all that is pretty much. Jessica Sisson just ordered my pink free MyRV t-shirt. Well, thank you so much. And Paul Falsey, greetings from Bardstown, Kentucky. Great town, by the way. from RV Caravan with us on our way to Elkhart, Indiana. What are you gonna do in Elkhart, Indiana? That's the RV capital of the world, by the way. I think your bourbon place is across the street from us here. Well, yeah, and Jim Bing is right there too. I want to do the bourbon trail so bad, man. Thomas Rogers, come to Minnesota and come to the Mall of America. But Minnesota is going to be late August, most likely, if all goes according to plan, God permitting. That's the plan. But yeah, I had to cut so many things off of my plan because you don't realize it, but it takes time to travel all around the country. So yeah. High Sierras here, the Lost RVers, off to Seattle Fish Market next Wednesday. TR Road Music queued. We'll post progression. Cool. Yeah, we'll follow you. And thank you so much for that super chat. Calrutpeg, a wife, and the Lost RVers traveling down the highway in my RV. Thank you so much. And from Scotland, we have someone from Scotland. You hope you're having a good day. I'm having a great day here today. I finally finished last night the first fully California video. Amazing staff, man. The Familia are in Key West. Any suggestions on a great place to have dinner? I like the that Blue Haven place. It was very nice. There are so many places, really. And but now that I think about it, I've never really had formal dinner in Key West. Paul Folsey, we're going to do a new owner orientation at your rally. That's why we're in Elkhart. Glad to learn about all the RVs we can. Yeah, definitely. Angel Ruiz, when is the RV show in Arizona? I don't know. There are several, but I'm not sure. Well, the one in Quartzsite is in January, but that's the only one that I've been to. Sam, I saw what you did there. Thank you so much for that super chat. How do you make money on the road? Well, most of my money these days I'm making from YouTube. I'm making also a good chunk from Amazon. Some of my videos are in Amazon. And then, it adds up, like t-shirt sales, CD sales, sticker sales, and so a couple of affiliate, deals that I have with Techno RV and Micro Air, for example. And on and on. That's how I'm really making a living these days. And I'm not becoming rich by any means, but at least I don't have to punch a clock anymore. I'm punching my own clock, which is sometimes more valuable. So yeah. We'll get back from this trip, and about a week we'll be leaving from San Antonio. Yeah, really, it's crazy how fast time flies when you're having fun, and I'm leaving in 5 weeks, and I remember when it was like months away, you know. Ivan Gotti, do you fix that part that you broke on the trailer when you were in Arizona Quartzsite or whatever you call it? Yes, the stabilizer jack I fixed. I just bought a new one. I bought a pair and put it on. I might buy a second pair now for the front, because now the front looks so old and rusted out and dusty. The back is like brand new, shiny black. So I might. I have a couple of upgrades for the RV that I have to do before the long trip. That's one of them. The other one is I want to get that new thing that AT&T is partnering with. It's called To Go. It's a prepaid plan, and it's supposedly unlimited internet, and apparently it is unlimited. It's not the latest technology antenna, but it's pretty good. Adam, thank you so much for that super chat. Where did you work before doing YouTube? I worked at over the previous 20 years. I worked at several Spanish TV networks, international TV networks, doing traffic most of the time, which is not the traffic report, but traffic as in placing scheduling what is going to go on the air. And in my latest job, I was doing commercial operations, which is part of the same thing, really. So yeah. Amaranto Cabrera, how are you? Here, I'm late, but surely welcome back home. Thank you. Will you be making any more American West videos? Well, this summer I'm going back to the West. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time in the desert because it is really hot. But I intend to do the East Sierra in California, the 395, which I wanted to do this winter, but of course it snowed. And then I'm going to do the Pacific Coast Highway all the way to Seattle. That's the plan. And then the plan is to zigzag my way back to the east, hitting pretty much all the states that I haven't visited yet. And the idea is by September 10th to be near Hershey, Pennsylvania for the Hershey RV show. Hugh Hefner, thank you so much for that super chat. Thank you so much. And it's really pouring down out there. It's raining cats and dogs. Road trip buddy, thank you so much for that super chat. Really appreciate it. Why don't you have your family on more? It would be nice to see your family. Well, they're more of a private. They prefer to have a more private life, and that's good. Well, my mom is going to appear in a couple of videos. I'm pretty sure now in California, but yeah. Angel Ruz, you have lost some weight. What are you doing as far as exercise and eating? Share with us. Well, I've been exercising quite a bit. I have been. I was eating less. I was doing intermittent fasting actually for a couple of days, not too long, and I really cut down on the beer, and that seemed to help. Camera Boucher, hi Robert. I just have my birthday May 1st. Well, cheers. Cheers and happy birthday to you, Kameta. AJ Osmani, hello, Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan. We have people from all over the world. Let me tell you. And I'm sorry I'm looking down, but I'm really looking at the messages here on the old iMac and the old MagSafe adapter. Just, ugh. You see? I'm losing my hair. Besides my weight. You're welcome, Camera, and hi, Eddie. I'm doing great, Steve Hafner. Not surprised by your technical background. Your audio-video production has the mark of a pro. Do you also DJ or perform live too? I used to DJ a lot, especially in the 90s. Now I perform sometimes. Like tonight, I'm performing at the Magic City Casino. If you guys are in the area, wanna pass by, say hello. Not outside, not at the main stage. I'm inside by the bar, where they don't let you take pictures. Gary Sorensen, hello, thank you for that super chat. Hello from Minnesota. Congrats on 75,000 subscribers. Thank you so much. And yeah, I'm really stoked about the way the channel is growing. I mean, I was excited when I had 10,000, but now I'm even more excited. Hector Medina, thank you so much. Thank you so much for that super chat. Greetings from Tampa. Your videos are some awesomely edited. How long does it take about to edit? Here's some gas money. Thank you so much. And it depends really, but I haven't really done like a calculation because I edit for maybe half an hour. Then I do some effects that take some time to render. I take a break here and there, and then. But I estimate it's nearly an hour work for every minute you see on screen, more or less, and that's not. If I have to compose a new tune or something, the music, of course that'll take longer. If I have to create a map with the red arrow, that also takes longer. It depends, really, but I think that's more or less the average. And it's Sleep RV Repeat. Hola, Robert. Is Ili going with you on the next trip for a good portion of the trip? Yes, she is going. Oh, do you hear that thunder? Maybe you don't hear the thunder on this microphone, but yeah. power might go out soon. And the only thing, I have to put my fiber adapter on a UPS so I don't lose internet when the power goes out, because my router is on a GPS, but the fiber adapter is not. UPS. This traveler, where have you been? Been here since 6 p.m. but was driving and listening. Yeah, don't chat and drive, man. Amaranto, any word on the Miami meet and greet? I haven't. You know me. So one of these days, in the next 5 weeks before the long trip, we have to do a Miami meetup. I just need someone to remind me. And where did we say we were? I don't know. We're between Montes, over there by Coconut Grove, or Happy Wine, or I was thinking one of the breweries. Could be the one. Actually, the one in Doral was the brewery in Doral. I have never been there, but a place, we can pick a place and a day when it is not too busy, and yeah. Scott Horn, hello there. Hello, Robert from Greenwood, South Carolina. Happy Friday, my friend. It's good to see you. I have enjoyed your other channel as well. Enjoy listening to you play and sing. Actually, check out what I have here, because the Colorado, for all its technology, it doesn't have a CD player. So I was importing the CDs that you sent me into the computer earlier today, so I can actually listen to them. So I'm going to import them into the computer and then export them into my phone. Yeah. What editing software do you use? And I lost. Okay, James Giordano. Right now. I'm using Final Cut. No, I'm using Adobe Premiere Pro CC. Although for the most part, everything before Finland, which was almost a year ago, everything before my Finland trip was done on Final Cut Pro X. Hey Robert, when is your next meetup? Well, I have to figure that one out. Adita Desai, hola, saludos desde India. Esta 4 de la mañana aquí. Can't sleep. Love your videos, man. Oh, thank you so much. And if someone speaking Spanish from India, and you're probably, unless we find someone from Australia or New Zealand, you're probably the one furthest away. So thank you for being here at 4 a.m. I really appreciate it. Insane Travel Deals. Thank you so much for that super chat. Congrats on your 75K. You inspire us every day. Well, then, thank you so much. I appreciate it, and I'm really glad I'm able to inspire. Sam, I am. Where is your accent from? Well, I was born in the island of Cuba. CLT Mia Brewery. Yeah, that's it. I was born in Cuba and came here a little over 30 years ago. And of course, I came here old enough that I kept my Spanish accent. So yeah. Asaim Said, hey Robert, where are you going next? Well, I want to do one more trip here in Florida before the long trip. Kind of a shakedown trip. Make sure everything works correctly in Minitini, and test the new internet thingy that I'm gonna put on the roof. And Dennis Guerra from northern Italy. Where are you, Milan? When are you gonna come to Europe again? Probably not before 2021, to be honest. Might even be 2022. I don't know, but you never know, man. We're spontaneous that way, and one of these days I'm sure one of these days over dinner, Ili and I are gonna be talking and if she has some vacation time, we're gonna go how about Europe, huh? Let's check on kayak. How expensive is the plane from here to Madrid? Let's just say. And if it is a good deal, there's a good chance that we're just gonna buy the tickets and figure it out later, because sometimes we're impulsive like that. Hugh Hefner, my wife joked that she would leave me for you. Please don't RV to my town. And Jason Angelotti, hi Robert, it's great meeting you last weekend. We're back at Fort Wilderness. I hope you had a great time last week. Yeah, it was a good time. And yeah, it was great to meet you out there. I Okay, Google user. Last week I didn't know what oh, my phone thinks I'm talking to it.
According to Wikipedia, a user is a person who utilizes a computer or network service.
I know. Luckily this time I know what blue waffles are, so goodbye. Um, okay, how do we do this? Let's call it harassment or bullying. And it's harassing me. Report. All right. I had never done that live here on the air. Dick Shadows, thank you so much for that super chat. Really appreciate it. And Google user, what are you still doing here? Um, um, Jason, 75,000, amazing. Yes, definitely. Way to go. Well deserved. Your videos are great. Thank you so much. Ben and Chelsea Gonzalez. Please, a big shout out to my beautiful wife, Chelsea Gonzalez. Shout out to Chelsea. Wherever her heart is, mine is too. Love you. Thank you. You're welcome. And thank you for being here. ITD will be covering Tampa, St. Petersburg area this month. B. Zinger, MIA Beer Company, 10400 Northwest 33rd Street, Doral. That's the info. They have lots of IPAs. Yeah, I don't know. Has anybody been there? Did they have like a lot of room and stuff? Charles Frazier, happy Friday from Lisa and Charles from Lockport, New York. New York. We saw the inflatable kayak on your Amazon link. Do you like it? I never saw you use it. I've used it a total of once or twice. I think only once. It's fine. It doesn't really behave like a kayak. It's more like a kayak shaped raft. Like, you know. But I mean, it's fine for those of us who don't have any room. You know, it's a fun little thing. You know, it's I mean it's cheap. It's a cheap way to have something to float on the water and kind of paddle. Yeah, sometimes your paddles hit the side of the kayak because it is kind of wide because it is inflatable. I guess it's not a great kayak, but for the price, you know, it's a good it's supposed to be a good brand. CLT, hey, this isn't around. Yeah, this is somewhere. I think this was driving and not vibing. How about a meetup at the Funky Buddha Brewery? I like the Funky Buddha. I've been to the one in Boca Raton. No, where did I drink the Funky Buddha? It wasn't Boca Raton, but yeah, they were originally from Boca, and but now they are in up in Oakland Park, in Fort Lauderdale. Hey Robert, is that a CD of Radio Espantoso? I see. That's a radio station for my favorite game, GTA Vice City. That has a seriously good collection of Latin American, including Deodaro. Yes, Radio Espantoso, courtesy of our friend Scott. And yeah, he sent me a couple of CDs, but yeah, that's it. That's Radio Espantoso. And I hadn't been able to listen to it because the Colorado didn't come with a CD player. So there you go. Scott A, hope to meet you tonight later at Magic City. All right, cool. Scott Horn, I hope that you enjoyed the CDs. Will our Chief Pelican squeeze in a cooking video anytime soon? If so, how about a Cuban dish? I love Cuban food. So any Cuban dishes with your personal twist. I might do a ropa vieja. B Zinger about yeah, sure. Go ahead and call and check out if when they can if when's a good time to hold a meetup. You know, like after work one of these days. That would be awesome. And if that happens, I'll put I'll do like an event in the group, and I'll announce it next Friday here at the live chat if we come up with a place. I've been talking too much. Hey Robert, recently discovered that your music is available on Spotify. Now I listen to it every day on my way and to and from work. Greetings from Norway. Oh, thank you so much. And actually, pretty much everything is on Spotify and everywhere else except like the latest stuff. And the thing is, I am waiting to have like at least 5 or 6 or 7 new songs, so I don't have to pay. There's like a publishing fee that I have to pay in order to put my music like everywhere else, everywhere. So I'm waiting to have at least 5 or 6 new tunes, so I can put them in there, or maybe less. I mean, who knows? What time, Magic City? It's tonight at 9 p.m. Niner. Now I learned how to say niner after taking my drone pilot class. Oh, brother. Jane Jones, hi, Angie Ruse. Both my husband and I do intermittent fasting. Also, we're getting good results. Glad to see now you're also doing it. Well, I did it for a few days. I haven't done it ever since, but I'm keeping the weight off. So as long as I don't start gaining weight again, I'm kind of back to. I'm eating less portions. Let's put it that way. But I'm kind of back to normal. And I'm drinking beer sporadically. And Papa Rowe, we love your videos. You are an inspiration. However, whenever you're in Vegas, let us know. Sure, I will. And probably late June, more likely early July, I'm thinking of going to Vegas, actually. So there you go. Gerald O'Connor, hello from Santa Barbara. Well, I'm going to show Santa Barbara in the next video this Sunday. Insane travel deals. Hey Robert, what do you think about growing schoolie and van life versus the RV life? I like it. I think a lot of people are coming up with a lot of better solutions than the RV manufacturers, and the RV manufacturers should take note. The only thing is, if you want to stay at RV parks, a lot of RV parks are starting to require that your RV has an RVIA, RV Industry Association sticker on it, that is certified. And I understand both sides of the argument. And if you build your home yourself, we don't know what safety measures you took, like with your propane lines or stuff like that. So there is a concern, of course. But I like the stuff that a lot of people are doing with van conversions and schoolies. The only thing I'm not sold on yet is that composting toilet. But I really like having a big black water tank, but that's just old-fashioned me. Giovanna Lucci, te queremos desde Guadalajara, Jalisco. Thank you, muchas gracias, Giovanna. One of these days I'm going to go down to Mexico, but I will. CLT, hey Robert, were you able to give out the tickets? Actually, I did, to a very nice gentleman whose name escapes me right now, from the area. He's from Charlotte. So yeah, I sent them to him. Yeah, he was very, very grateful for that. His son was really excited to go to the Hall of Fame. So yeah, I forgot. I was gonna talk about it here, but you know me. David and Yvonne in Australia, you are now the furthest ones. You are somewhere down there. And what time is there? It's got to be mid-morning. Mid-morning, it all depends what side of Australia you're on. But yeah. It's raining here in Virginia too. Have a great weekend. Well, you too. Catherine Anderson and these travels. Have you had problems traveling with your drone? I haven't had any problems. I know in some countries, like I think Thailand or somewhere out there, they are forbidden. But and when I traveled to Europe, they made me take the drone out of my carry-on and they inspected it and all that, But other than that, no problem. Actually, in Finland, the drone laws are even more lenient, are more relaxed than here, for sure. Norway is a little more like more stringent, but in Finland, there's this app that you download. It's called Drone Info, if memory serves, and it tells you where you can drive, where you can fly, and where you cannot. And in the middle of the city, it does say no drone zone, but that's about it. Um, where am I? Where am I here? Tim in San Diego, Santa Barbara is so beautiful. If you go back, do yourself a favor and go to Cold Spring Tavern up in San Marcos Pass. I've heard about that place. I didn't go this time around, but we wanted to do so much. México tiene playas hermosas y pueblos mágicos. ¿Cuándo vienes? Si no el año que viene, el otro de más arriba. And she's asking, when am I going to Mexico? And I'm going to do at least Baja. At least I'm going to try to do Baja next year. But and I would love to do, but that's going to be further in the future. I would love to do the whole corridor all the way down to Puerto Vallarta, but that's going to be one of these days. And CLT, oh, we were talking about that. Yes, definitely, I'm going to do. But I've been watching the Motorhome Experiment, Paul and Lorena, and yeah, definitely they've been to. I'm not gonna spend 3 months like they did, but I'm gonna spend a couple of weeks for sure when I head down there. Maybe more if I really like it, man. Eduardo Chavez likes to dump the black water on the highway. Um, I wouldn't. By the way, in Europe you can do the gray water pretty much anywhere. Uh, as I learned. Mascotas, no, I don't. But mascotas is pets. I don't have any pets, and I don't really have any plans to have any because it would kind of take away my freedom to travel as much as I want to. I would feel bad leaving my pet on the RV for long periods of time. And sometimes I like to be away from the RV for long periods of time. So maybe in the future, who knows? Dizzy Lizard, I saw a camper Airbnb for rent in Santa Fe that had a shared composting toilet. LOL. I don't know about that. Obsessive compulsive, are you going near Seattle in late August? Asking because you said you would be in Vegas in July. Seattle is going to be early August. Early August. Because very early August is when I intend to do that trip going east, and I want to hit about 20 states, and I want to stay at least 3 days. No, wait a minute. No, not 20 states. It's going to be less than that. It's probably going to be like 15 states or less. More planning should go into this. It's not going to be that many states. But yeah, I plan to go to visit Seattle. CLT, glad they went to someone who will use the tickets. Yes, and Sergei Kalinowski from Brazil. Hello there. Has it been tough finding enough places to boondock on the East Coast? Nothing like going to the beautiful West. Yeah, there's not as much. I mean, there are national forests, and there are water management areas and wildlife management areas. And of course, on a pinch, there's always that especially if you are away from the coast and away from the major cities, there's always the Walmart and the Cracker Barrel and whatnot. But out west, it's a lot easier to find the boondocking spots for sure. Robert, you should go to Antarctica. Yes, first I have to make it to Ushuaia, and then I'll go to Antarctica one of these days. Let's say Antarctica 2023. It's gonna be hard to take the RV down there though. So I don't know. This traveler, you have not used your range. No, man, you haven't used the range. Because, when people misbehaved, I used my... Oh, no, it's not a range. Never mind. Te va a encantar México. Gracias. Gracias, Rocío. And Polly P, if you go to Mexico, check out Gabriel Travels videos. He gives a good description of the various towns, culture, food, price, crime, etc. I'm gonna check it out. What was the guy that the Mexican guy that I used to follow? He does the thing. He does it in Spanish. I can't remember. There's Luisito Comunica, which is, if you speak Spanish, is very good too. But I can't remember. He did a great video in Cuba. Anyways, I'm gonna check Gabriel Travels. Hey Robert, does your trailer have a generator, and how much did you pay for it? I keep it on the bed of the bed of the truck. I have on the last trip I actually traveled with two generators because I wanted to compare and try both. I have the Champion, which I bought. I don't recall how much it was, $600 or something. And then I have the Westinghouse iGen 2500, which is right here. It's much smaller, and that one was an affiliate deal, so I didn't pay for it. But it's very it's competitively priced, and it's good because it's lightweight. Robert, tell us a joke. I'm not that good at telling jokes, but I could go. Okay, Google, tell me a joke.
What's a big dog's favorite pastry? A Great Danish.
Okay, that was funny. I hope you heard that. Morning, Robert from New Zealand. Nice to be on the program again. Hope all is well with you. Thank you so much for being here, Bernadette. And I can't wait to go down to New Zealand. Recently, a couple of people have been to New Zealand on holiday from the United States. YouTubers. First was Heath and Alicia, the RV entrepreneurs, and recently Keep Your Daydream was Mark and Trish were down there too. So it seems to be like a good couple of weeks to make a road trip down there. So at some point I will do New Zealand. I can't wait. And drink some Sauvignon Blanc on the way. Let me get a little more. Oh, it is off camera. You can't see my North High IPA here, but it is here. What part of Florida are you visiting soon? From Scott Horn. Hold on, Goshal, Uncle Robert, midnight here in Amsterdam, but had to say hello. By the way, Goshal is one of my one of the oldest viewers. Let me tell you. Yeah, obsessive. Seattle in late August. That's the plan. Hopefully, I get good weather. Birmingham, Alabama. Birmingham, Alabama is cool. Yeah, and I was really, I really close. Twice I've been really close to Birmingham, and I've skipped it. I don't know why, but next time. But I skipped the whole state of Alabama for many years. But um, this cable, man, is getting on my nerves. Yeah, definitely. Birmingham is in the list at some point. And Melvin Hartmann from Germany. And Bizinger. Okay, I contacted two places. I will contact Robert when I hear back from them and know for sure what is a good place. Plus, I will go there personally to check it out. Oh, thank you, man. Thank you, Zinger, and looking forward to hearing from you. And I have a text message here. Oh, it's my mom, because I told her that I was having a live stream, and she texted me back with that. By the way, thank you, Country Hearts Photography, for buying a CD from me. I don't know if you came from here from the chat, but and the Nomadic Drifter bought a sticker. Thank you. Okay. um, Anyone know of any RV show coming up in Florida looking for a classy La Mesa RV in Fort Pierce, Port St. Lucie? Is going to have an RV show. I don't know if it was this weekend. They sent me an email a couple of days ago. I deleted it. But yeah, so you may want to check out La Mesa RV. Well, it's just their RVs, but they have a pretty big collection. So you might want to go. And John Stevens, thanks for what you do. You're welcome. And a great Danish, yeah. Insane travel deals. Eduardo Chavez, have you ever had road rage? Oh yeah, but that was in my commuting times. You drive in Miami. At some point, you're gonna have road rage. I mean, it's pretty much. Poly P, Puerto Vallarta is a good destination. I've heard it is. Yes, KYD also. Keep your daydream. They've been everywhere. Um, they were down there. Eduardo Chavez. No, I'm not gonna give you my phone number on the air. Don Holloway, thank you so much for that super chat. Hello, Robert and Ely. Congratulations on 75,000. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Picked up one of your t-shirts. Hot pink for my wife, Maria. Looks good on her. Next one of your CDs. Thank you so much, Don. I really, really appreciate um, your super chat and you getting the t-shirt and the CD and really, really. Delia Williams, have a blessed weekend. Happy Friday to you all, by the way. And in about 10 minutes, we're gonna end this one because, as you all know, or if you just arrived, I have a gig tonight here at the Magic City Casino, and I haven't had a gig at a public place in a very long time, probably over a year. I think since Munchies Cafe, and that was like 2 years ago. Um, and I have to make sure that I have all my cables and my keyboard and my microphone and all that stuff, and my iPad with I use an the original iPad, an iPad 1 for my lyrics and my music because it works. I have never updated it. I have never done anything to it. So, Tap Channel, hello there from Chicago. Have you ever had issues with the copyrights? Did somebody ever stole part of your videos? Yes, yes. I've seen, and now with the new YouTube, the new YouTube Studio, there's a section of copyrights, and there's like, yeah, I've reported a couple of them. In the end, it's me, so it's more exposure. Even if someone else, I've seen the channels, they're not getting any monetization out of my videos. So I haven't really pursued it much. Christopher Olson, thanks for tonight. Hope the singing goes good tonight. Good night, Christopher. I know it's late where you are. And Peter Brill, how's the weather in Orlando? Was it hot? Did you get any storms? And how was the night times since? The weather in Orlando was actually nice. It was warm in the afternoon. Not anymore. I guess it went away, but I even got a little bit of a tan. An IPA would be good about now. Yeah. Well, cheers. Safe travels. Thank you. You will rock them, no doubt. Thank you so much. I will salsa them more than likely, but yeah. And Camera, thank you. Have a nice weekend. Hey, new watcher. Thank you so much. Kayak736. Thank you for being here. You made it big when you get trolled. Congratulations. Thank you. Yeah. It's part of the deal, right? Uh, and it's not so bad. I've seen a lot worse in other channels. Next time in New Mexico, check out State Park Campgrounds of the Beaten Path, and we have some amazing spots to camp. Definitely will, Wendy. Are you playing with a band or are you going solo? Tonight is a quasi band. I mean, there's there's a background track, but we have a live percussionist, and we are two keyboardists singing, and sometimes we have a trumpet player. I don't know if tonight, because this was one of those Ventu, like Ventu, you come. That's what they are called locally, and I'm just playing because someone else cannot go, and the configuration changes, but we adapt. I mean, we've been playing with each other for many years. It's just that I haven't been playing with them for a long time. Um, so it is a small band, quasi band, if you will. Any plans to explore the Northeast Florida area, Jacksonville? I always manage to skip Jacksonville for some reason. And I was chatting with earlier today with Randall, Rich Family TV. I thought he was here in the chat earlier. He's the official car detailer for Traveling Robert and Friends here, and he lives in Jacksonville, and he wanted to know if I was passing through there. So we could retouch the wax job on the Colorado and on Minitini, which, as you saw if you follow me on Instagram, is I had to stick it in that narrow hallway on the side of my house. Hey, KMR, thank you for the chat. Enjoy it. Have a great weekend. Where are we staying? Thank you so much for that super chat. Got to go. Have a great weekend. You too. Have a great weekend, everybody. Robert, you are losing weight. Yeah, I've lost overall almost 30 pounds, which actually I feel better. And I've been trying to exercise a little bit, but yeah, I was looking at my videos from California from 3 months ago, and I've lost a few. Red Jaguar, what's happening? On the road, but stopped at rest area to say hi. Headed to Virginia Beach. Oh man, enjoy Virginia Beach. Beach. Sometimes when you're not a native speaker of the language, you mispronounce things. I've done it more than once. And man, enjoy Virginia Beach, and see you on the road. I saw that you were with Outside Our Bubble, with the Butts earlier. I played trumpet in high school. Let me know if you need me to sit on a set. Sure. Definitely. Trumpet in high school. But have you been playing lately? The trumpet is one of those instruments, man, that, I mean, I don't play it, but I know that you have to be like on top of it. Otherwise, that's what they say. Although I know this guy, well, besides Chuchi, my friend Chuchi, this other guy, Papito, he doesn't play for 3 months, 6 months, and then he just grabs it and go, pa, 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 like nothing. So you never know. I sure hope the copyrights from Mark Webber, member Mark Webber, law guys don't come for me on account that I find sometimes myself singing, riding in my RV, and I do not even own an RV yet. No, I think you'll be fine. Do you get nervous before a live gig? Even nowadays, I used to get a lot more nervous, of course, at the beginning. Gosh, in the early 90s, the first night, and I remember that night vividly. I started playing with Orquesta La Llave. This must have been 1990 or 1991. And we were at Desiree nightclub in Miami. And there were hundreds of people down there. This was still the era of the nightclubs. And this was like, it was packed. And I started playing this song by Grupo Nietzsche, which was the song that was on the radio like every 10 minutes. It started, and everybody went like, and I just froze. I mean, I didn't freeze literally, but that was one of the scariest moments of my life. Besides Angel's Landing. But I still get the chills. I mean, the little nervous right before, but then once I start singing, it's fine. Amaranto Cabrera, Robert, tonight I will show you the support. Well deserved. You earned the recognitions. Thank you so much. From Lodi, California, Whatbury, CLT, Jacksonville has some good breweries. One of them is called Veterans Craft Brewery or something like that. I want to go there, and I want to go to one of these. There's like a some overlook. I have to find it. It is overlooking the river, the St. John River, right? Let me see if I can find it here on the map. That's one of the places where I want to go. And the thing is, sometimes here on the computer, not all of my stars show up for some odd reason. So, never mind, I can't find it. It might be this. It's a bluff. I think this is it. There is like a high point overlooking the St. John's River. I want to go there and I want to see. It must be this. I don't want to go to the beaches, of course. But we'll see. And I totally ignored the chat here. Let me go back. I'm looking at my map here and thinking that you guys are looking at my map, and I'm not. Anyways. Still dabble of the trumpet just a bit. Cool, man. Yeah. Do you do the keto diet? No carbs? No, not really. You have to have. I mean, you don't have to, but I like to have carbs once in a while. Hey, Corey, the race pilot Robert wants to get some flight time. Can you help? Yeah, sure. I don't know in which way. Mark Weber, LOL, man. How I have missed this chat. Desiree Nightclub, way back. Yeah, I think there's a Walgreens there now, or a Sedanos, or something like that. You will be great tonight. You're a pro, no worries. Thank you so much. Greetings from Barbados in the Caribbean. I also sing the RV song driving in our truck. Thank you. Lodi, wine country, Zinfandel, capital of the world. Well, I like me a good Zinfandel, not a white Zinfandel, but a good red Zinfandel. It's a beautiful wine. Warren Bowles, thank you so much. Downloaded your song traveling in my RV and got the chord, so now I can jump along with you. Cool. Well, get ready because 7:01. I'm gonna start wrapping it up, guys, because I want to rest a little bit before my gig. I want to find something to wear. Maybe and then and I want to arrive there at least an hour early to, because I think I remember how to get in, where the service elevator is located and all that, but not sure. The traveling elk have been looking at solar for my RV. There's an overflow of information out there. What was there a site that helped you? Check out RV with Tito. His name is Brian, not Tito, but RV with Tito has some good videos, and that's pretty much where one of the guys that I and this was a couple of years ago that I got it from, and other people, of course, but that was the main one. There were other people online. Some people, there used to be a bunch of YouTube channels that I either unsubscribed or they disappeared. There was Big Dog RV or something like that. He used to do an installation as well, and I just followed the instructions. And I bought a kit, by the way. I didn't buy like. Anyways, let me finish my beer here, and I'm gonna sing "Riding in My RV." Mikey Mike, Magic City Casino is at the old Flagler Dock Track on Northwest 7th and 37th Avenue. RJM, nice chatting with you too. And thank you. Have a great night, you too, Bernadette. Wandering Wingler, have a great show tonight and a wonderful weekend. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do video on this show because they don't allow video. at the Magic City Casino. So that one you either gonna have to go or imagine it. So let me do real quick because it is a tradition now. A little out of tune, isn't it? Riding in my RV, wherever I want to be, because I'm free in my RV. I'm riding. I have to practice the salsa rhythm. Riding in my RV, wherever I want to be, because I'm free in my RV. Oh, the voice is good tonight. It's gonna be a great night. Anyways, see you all next Friday, same time, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific, 2300 UTC, right here on this YouTube channel. See you next week. Have a great day. Don't forget, Zinger and ZLT. Let's find out what's the best way to do a meetup here in South Florida. We are overdue for that. All right. Bye now. Have a great evening.